In a distant time, in a mysterious kingdom nestled between towering mountains and dense forests, there lived a king known as the Phantom King. This king never appeared before his people and ruled them from behind the curtain. Many rumors surrounded him, with tales claiming he had lived for centuries, kept alive by dark, magical forces. His castle, located atop a terrifying mountain, was known as the Throne of Eternity, and it was said that no one could reach it unless summoned by the king himself. In that kingdom, legends spoke of a great treasure hidden beneath the Phantom King's throne. This treasure was said to grant immortality and invincible power to whoever possessed it. But no one dared to seek it, as it was believed that the Phantom King killed anyone who tried to approach his throne. The story begins when a young man named Iyad appeared, a brave adventurer unafraid of the unknown or the legends. His father had been one of the most famous army commanders who served the king, but he mysteriously disappeared during a mission at the Phantom King's castle. Since that day, Iyad vowed to uncover the truth behind his father's disappearance and find a way to the forbidden castle. Iyad's journey began in the cursed forest, where he encountered strange and fierce creatures unlike anything he'd seen before. However, he managed to overcome these dangers thanks to his courage and wit. After days of wandering, he finally arrived at the massive gates of the castle, which were inscribed with strange symbols and ancient writings. As he approached, the gates opened with a terrifying sound, as if the castle had been waiting for him. Upon entering the castle, the atmosphere was filled with mystery and fear. Inside, Iyad faced a series of puzzles that challenged his mind, along with many deadly traps. But he managed to solve the puzzles and avoid the traps with his intelligence and agility. As he ventured deeper into the castle, the strange noises around him grew louder, and he felt as though unseen eyes were watching him. Eventually, he reached the throne room. There stood the massive throne, made of gold and encrusted with precious stones, but it was surrounded by a dark aura that made it difficult to approach. Suddenly, the Phantom King appeared. He was tall and imposing, clad in ancient armor and surrounded by clouds of darkness. He spoke in a deep, frightening voice and told Iyad that he had been waiting for him for a long time, that he was the only one who might be able to free the kingdom from the curse that had plagued it. The Phantom King then shared his story with Iyad. He had once been a just and powerful ruler, but his greed for immortality led him to strike a deal with a dark sorcerer. From that day on, his life became a curse, and he was no longer able to live or die among humans. He was trapped in the castle, guarding the treasure that had made him immortal, but he could not use it unless someone could defeat him. Iyad hesitated, but realized this was his final test. He engaged in a fierce battle with the Phantom King. The fight was unequal, for the king possessed supernatural powers, but Iyad was brave and skilled with the sword he had inherited from his father. After a battle that lasted for hours, Iyad managed to land a critical blow on the Phantom King, but instead of killing him, he freed him from his curse. At that moment, the dark aura surrounding the throne transformed into a bright light, and the Phantom King vanished with a smile of contentment. As for Iyad, he discovered that the treasure wasn't gold or jewels, but rather the wisdom and power that come with responsibility.